Hi guys, it's Lori again at I'm Home Again Homestead. We're back in the crafting area. It's my bedroom slash craft room. At the corner of my bedroom set for craft room, and then I have a 2 L-shaped folding desk here for multi-purpose. Today I have a bunch of seeds that I have left over from last year that I grew several of these and they did very well. This year I was gonna excuse me, try to reuse some of the seeds because you know seeds don't go bad. Yes, they have a sell by date, but most seeds are viable. They germination date goes down as time goes on, yes, but most seeds are good. You know, there's been proven factors of people that have hundreds of years old seeds and put them in the ground and they came up. I believe it's Luke from M.I. Gardener. I watch him a lot. He's actually one of the first videos on YouTube that I started watching, which, you know, several hours of YouTube watching and gardening and prepping and studying and preparing is the reason why I was led to want to do YouTube and document my process of gardening. No, I'm not an expert by no means whatsoever. You know, I put stuff in the ground. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I pull it up and try something else. I mean, you know, just trial and error. That's, you know, what a lot of gardening is about, is just try and error. Sorry. So, you know, one seed might do good, one seed might not out of the same pack. It's just, you know, nature. So he had said that he had got some, I think it was 80-some-year-old seeds, grew them out. He had 2 that actually became viable plants, and he started saving the seeds from them, and now he's selling them in his shop. So, you know, that just goes to prove that, you know, hey, yeah, these might be last year's seeds that I bought, but, you know, as long as you preserve them, keep them in a cool, dry place, you know, they're going to be viable. You know, yes, the germination goes down on them, but, you know, you can still use them. Put them on the ground. You know, if you don't put them in the ground, you know, that's the 0 chance of having anything to grow. I mean, you know, it's just the way I look at it. So right now, I have a whole lot of seeds, and these seeds, you know, once I open a pack, I put them in a Ziploc bag, like, you know, just a zippy bag, because, you know, some seeds are really small, like lettuce seeds, especially radish seeds. You know, once you open those packs, those little suckers just come out everywhere. So, you know, it doesn't really do the little snap lock photo box thing. Is not really economical when you're, you know, doing things on a budget. When you buy new seeds, yeah, you can put them in the little photo boxes and they'll be fine to, you know, to transfer to the garden. Or, but once you open a pack, I've found that most of the time, you know, like, you know, you're not always cleaning the garden, so you get dirt on them. So, you know, you see here, there's probably little specks of dirt in this, because, you know, I planted these last year, and this is the second pack that I didn't use. So this is a cucumber. It is a straight 8 slicing cucumber. This is a Market More 76 slicing cucumber. And these seeds came from Tractor Supply. We have a little discount store here called Roses. I don't know if that's a national chain or not, but it's kind of like a home goods. You can buy everything from groceries to clothing, seasonal supplies. So, and Walmart and Dollar Tree. I don't know if I have too many Dollar Tree seeds. I think I used most of those just to see, hey, if it could grow. And Lowe's Hardware. So this is a cucumber. It's SMR 58. It's a little pickling cucumber. And then these were really good. It's a lemon cucumber. They are so cute and so tasty. I will grow these probably every year. If I don't grow any other cucumber, I will grow these just because they're really good on salads. A lot of times cucumbers will cause you to have, if you have gastrointestinal problems, and I know I said that all butchered up, sorry, but they don't cause the acid reflux. Basically, you don't burp a lot when you eat those kind of. All right, and then this is a Burpees winter squash butter bunch, which is, it grows. It's kind of viney, but it doesn't vine, but like maybe 2 feet at the most is what that grew for me last year. I didn't actually have it probably in a really good viable spot. I have a U-shaped wooden bed that I put up last year, and I tried to put everything in it that I could because, I was like, hey, I'm growing stuff. So I had everything from corn. That squash, actually had that squash on the end of a corner of a bed in a spot maybe like this big is where I planted it and trailed it out the bed. And I have, I think 6 or 8 butternut squash still left to use off of that, and they're pretty tasty. You can roast them. You can actually cut it in half and roast the whole thing, cut it out. You can fix it kind of like you could eat it savory, or you can put brown sugar on it and eat it, like you would sweet potatoes. Okay, and then this is the early prolific straight neck. These are the ones I showed yesterday. I bought some new packs. So, yeah, they grew good, so I got some more. This is an heirloom straight neck yellow squash. The germination rate on these weren't all that great. The first year I had them, this will be the 3rd year that I've had these to grow. I think I have about 6 or 7 seeds in there. I'm just going to grow them. Got these from Tractor Supply. And this is a Dixie hybrid, which, second, because I bought a new pack this year. These did really well for me. These are dark green zucchini, my favorite. Do really well. And wouldn't you know, here's a Black Beauty, my favorite zucchinis. I tried my hand in some melons. I've grew watermelons and cantaloupes and stuff like that in my younger days with my dad. He had an in-ground garden outpass we call our pump house, well house, because we have a well here. There's a little building out in the yard, and so we had our garden out past it because we have water hose access outside of that. So we used to have an in-ground garden there. We'd till it up and grow whatever we could get to grow. But I had a honeydew melon. I actually had several fruit sets, but never got to actually eat one because I have raccoons and possums here. So apparently raccoons and possums love honeydew melon. These are Sugar Baby watermelons, heirlooms. I got these from Tractor Supply last year. These were very, very tasty. Did very well. We actually ate several of these, and I actually had 4 sitting out on my potting table outside now that are rotting because I didn't actually get to eat them, because at the end of the season last year I was working 6-7 days a week and didn't really get to plant a fall garden, and actually just picked them off the vine, set them on the table, and forgot about them. So yeah, this is a melon. It's kind of like a cantaloupe. It's a Crenshaw. And then the cantaloupe, Heart of Gold. I did not grow this one last year. These in the brown bag are half runners. I bought a whole brown bag. It's like a little lunch sack. Actually, it's called a number 4 bag, brown bag terminology. So I bought that from a local hardware in a town called Boonville, North Carolina, close to where my dad lives. It's like a little local country store, you know, sell seeds by the poundage, you know, and so half runners is a big deal around our area, you know. You're growing green beans, you gotta grow half runners. Nobody, you know, worth their salt in the garden. If you don't have half runners, you're not a gardener. So I grew half runners, and I had probably about 8 plants, and we picked and picked and picked and picked and picked green beans off of those 8 plants that I had in a little 2 by 8 foot bed. I only had a section probably about a foot wide that I stuck those 8 plants in, which I know is probably not, you know, protocol for, but they produced. I mean, you know, plants want to grow. Put them in some dirt, keep them watered, they're gonna grow. So, and I did a makeshift trellis. Actually have like they're like a really long coated pole where I take and extra sturdy up my tomato cages. You know, the little metal cages aren't worth 2 cents, but you know, hey, you gotta put some on them. So I take those, stick them in them. They're 8 foot tall. So I took that, and it's a A-frame. It's supposed to be used for a cucumber trellis. So I straightened it out and stuck it on that stick and grew those green beans up. It worked. Sticking in the green bean area, I like bush beans. You know, the quick growers, fast producers. You know, you don't have to worry about the trellis. You know, so I got Burpee's Seedless Green Pod, a whole big pack. You can see it's just a whole big pack, and it's 8 ounces of Burpee Stringless Green Pod bush beans, and these came from Tractor Supply, and they are really, really, really good producer. I got Early Serve Bush green beans. I grew these last year. They're stringless also, do really well. So, you know, it's my 2nd year of growing. So, you know, I was like, okay, I want to venture out, do a little bit of coloration, you know, I like colorful things. And I thought, oh, well, you know, it'd be cute to have, you know, the Cherokee wax beans. They did kind of okay. I put them in my green stalk. And then I did the Royal Burgundy bush beans. They did okay. I had them in my green stalk as well.